What? Delayed again? This is like the 5th time it's happened already.
So, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Brian from Wildcat News. Since the dawn of media, not everything might go as intentionally planned from the very start. From movies to video games, directors and developers might plan a release date at a certain point in time, but then it might either be delayed or released earlier than usual. An example of this comes from indie game developer Scott Cawthon, very famous for his Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, is known for releasing his games a lot earlier than when he usually announces it. With this topic at hand, we decided to ask a few students what their thoughts are on the matter. What are your thoughts on different media being released a lot later or earlier than usual?
You gotta give one specific date. You can't say, oh, this is gonna be released, and then we're gonna change our minds and say, oh, it's gonna be released later in the year. You have to have one permanent deadline.
I think it's really fun when media is released earlier, because then people aren't expecting it and they're excited when it comes out. And when it comes out later, it's kind of disappointing because everybody was anticipating it, and then everybody's angry that it didn't come out on the date they were promised.
Honestly, I think it's stupid, and I don't like it.
Do you think creators should try their best to reach their deadlines?
I would love to have media released earlier, but when it's something like a movie or a game or something, you want it to be perfect. So I would say take your time and release it on a date that you say. Try to release it around, that date. Don't let it out earlier, and really don't let it out later.
Honestly, I think maybe people should try to take time with your buddies. You can't just announce a release date and next thing you know, oh hey, I released it early. There you go, congratulations, and they give you something that's not really complete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. They should. Really, it's whatever they have to do to get the product released.
And lastly, if you were a director or producer, what would your choices be?
You see, if I was a producer, then maybe I would probably do what I can to take my time, and while at the same time trying to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
I would try to release anything sooner than possible, or at the release date. Any time between the release date and whenever I finish, I would never release anything later because I wouldn't want to disappoint fans.
I'd have a deadline, obviously, but I don't know if I'd totally stick to it, or I wouldn't say it to the public, oh, this is the deadline. I'd just set a personal deadline for myself.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as if everyone has a lot of different mixed opinions on the subject. Now, before we end the show today, we would actually like to ask you, what do you think should be done about media? Do you think that producers and directors should take the time they need to get their products done? Or do you think that they should probably get it completed as soon as they can? Opinions are always welcome. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Brian from Wildcat News saying back to you at the studio.